I have loaded up the server in the background. It's running on port 8081, which is the default, and I'm running it off of my machine. So I have localhost up top, and this one's the index page.
And that means that I'm connected then to Sam's computer on his port. So mine obviously won't be localhost 8081.
So you see here, list of pages, all this jazz. I'm just going to go to the login page and log in with a user that starts up, which is one of the default users, which username Sam, password lowercase Sam. Nothing special.
And then I'm also going to end up doing that. And Sam is going to create a new name that I will then join. We have a few default ones already provided, but we want to show you the whole flow. So
yep. I'm going to select to have randomly placed numbers and hexes, and even create game. So that's been created. I'm going to join it with orange. So now I'm in the meeting room, sort of like a lobby for the room, and it will update as people join.
So you can see here the example game, that's the one Sam just created. And it's got one player in it. It's just Sam right now. Right now I could rejoin either of the two games that I belong to or join Sam's game, but I can't join the AI game because it's full and I don't belong to it yet. So I'll just join Sam's game, the new one, and I'll choose blue. As you can see, orange has been taken off because that's Sam's color. So I'll join, and that'll go to the waiting page where then Sam and I both show up.
Yep.
And so now we need 2 more players, so Sam's going to add 2 AI players.
Yep, and right now we only have 1 AI in the server. We might add more later. But I'm going to add 2. We get Squall and Ken.
So then the game is going to launch and the button is disabled as soon as all portions are filled. And then it reroutes us to the setup page.
So here I get to place a road and then a settlement, and then my turn will end. So I'm going to go up here.
And since it's Sam's turn, we can see what he's doing. You can see he's building, and now his turn just ended, so it's my turn now. So I'll build right here, and then automatically my turn ends. And then the AI plays almost instantaneously, but what just happened is each of them played, and then it went backwards, so the last player went, and then the third player went, and now it's my turn again. So each of them now have placed 2 things. And now it's my turn, and again, turn finishes automatically and goes to Sam.
Oh, drat.
And as soon as he's placed, the game will, his turn will end, and the game should automatically reroute to the main game page. And as you can see, the resources on the side over here have updated based on the last turn. That happens server side, but the view should update as well.
And so I rolled and I clicked the button so I could roll. If I had waited, it would have gone automatically. Also, I started with a resource from each of the hexes that I placed my last settlement on. And you see in the log how it gives the messages of everything that's happened. And I can't do anything, so I'm going to finish my turn.
Okay, so as soon as Sam's turn finishes, the overlay will pop up for me. We'll let it time out. It should roll automatically and show us the result. I ended up rolling a 7, which means that I get to place the robber. So I'll place it here. And then those are the only 2 players on the hex. If there was someone on the hex who didn't have any cards, they should not appear here. So for example, if Squall were on there but he had 0 cards, he wouldn't appear. And of course, since I'm the one rolling the robber, I shouldn't, if I had been on the hex, I wouldn't appear either. So I'll rob from Ken, I get one of his cards, and I get to decide what to do. I don't have any I don't have enough resources to do anything right now, so I'll just finish my turn as well. So then the AI players, again, they play pretty much instantaneously, so it's Sam's turn again.
As you can see, my roll timed out. 5. And I still really can't do anything. So now because Squall moved the robber, and I finished my turn.
And of course, you can see the rolling should reset anytime that you anytime that it shows up, as soon as the turn's over. So right now, I can't build or buy anything, and I don't have enough resources to trade anything because I haven't built on a port. These image ports allow you to trade 2 for 1, and the 3 to 1 ports obviously will allow you to trade 3 to 1, but I don't have 4 resources, and it takes 4 to trade if you're not building on a port. But I could set up a trade with Sam, so I think I will offer I'll offer him some wheat and see if he'd be willing to trade anything with me. I need a wood, so I'll ask for that, even though he may not have it. So select Sam, and then I'll say I want to receive 1 wood, and I'll send 1 wheat. You can go up as high as many as you have, and you can go down to 0. It defaults to 1. And so I guess we'll set that up there, and then we offer to trade. When I click this button, it goes to Sam. This comes up until he's accepted or rejected the trade.
And since I cannot accept, my accept button is grayed out, and it displays the trade, and I'll click no thanks.
And so as soon as that goes through, the overlay disappears, it resets, and nothing ends up happening. So I don't really have anything I can do after all, so I'll just finish. And you can't trade with the AI players, they'll just automatically reject your trade. So.
Yep. Right, Joe. And can't do anything, so I end my turn.
As you can see, during the part when it's not your turn, the domestic trade, everything disappears except the grayed out button and the images. And then once it is your turn again, the buttons reappear so that you can set things up. I can't do anything still, so I'll just end my turn. And again, in the maritime trade, then when it's not your turn, the images are clickable, and so they disappear entirely. The domestic trade, the images aren't clickable, so they don't disappear, but the buttons do. And both of them should display that it's not your turn when you can't play.
I can't do anything, so I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. My turn, and I finally have enough things to do stuff. So I will build a road. As you can see, when you hover over the building images and the buying images, it shows the cost up in the corner there. So you can tell how much you need for each. This road then. I can't place it anywhere that's already occupied, and I can't place it connecting not to my own road. So here it shows up as allowed. Here it's not. And if I were to change my mind because it wasn't placeable or just because I changed my mind, you can cancel that here. And nothing should end up happening. And then again, I decided I actually do want to place this, so I will build it right here. And the resources should update, and the button should disable as soon as that's gone through. And so I'll finish up my turn.
Yeah, and even before she had finished up, you could see that her road appear on my map as well. So everybody gets to see that. See, it looks like I rolled a 3. I still can't do anything. Oh wait, I have 2 for 1 sheep port. That's nice. So I'll just show you maritime trade. So I can take 2 sheep and trade it for 1 wheat, or 1 whatever I want actually. In this case, I'm still unclear what I actually want. I think I'm going to trade it for ore. And so it shows how many I'm trading, how many I'm getting, and say, oh, I don't want an ore, maybe I want a brick. And you set that there. Or if I reset the top, it lets me select what source thing to use. But I will still just actually just trade for ore. And so it updates my ore, updates my sheep. I'm going to reset that. The biggest thing though is just resetting this, because this side should automatically update every time you ping the server anyway. And so I still can't do anything, but I end my
Okay.
turn.
So I rolled a 7, but I had more than 7 cards, so I have to choose which ones I'm going to get rid of. And if I hadn't had more than 7 cards, but someone rolled, probably that will happen at some point. But what happens is you just have the waiting overlay show up, showing you that someone has to discard. So it starts off at 0. As you can see down here, at the button it shows how many you've selected and how many you still have left to give. So I'll get rid of a couple of these, and a couple of these, a couple of these. And then as soon as you've hit your maximum, the button should enable, and all of these should disable, increasing, so that you can't give any more than that. If I were to say, oh, actually, I want 1 more of those brick, the button will disable, all of the up buttons will re-enable, and I can give 1 more, so you can switch it up. That's just to ensure that you don't give more than your allotted amount. So I'll discard those, and now I can move on with my turn and place the robber. So I guess I'll place it here. Steal from Squall. And
the robber updated on my screen as well.
Alright. And what I think I want to do is I will trade 4 brick. Since I don't have a port, it automatically defaults to 4. So I'm going to trade 4 brick for a ore. Trade that, and then I'm going to buy a card. So that enabled as soon as I had the resources. You have this double check thing, and so buy it. And now it should show up when I click here. It should show up that I now have a soldier card, which I can use my next turn. So it's still disabled, but it shows that I have one. So, but I can't use it right now. I was just showing you. So I'll finish my turn.
I will roll 3. Still useless to me. And I will finish my turn.
So now I can use that soldier card. So it's enabled. So I'll click on it, and the overlay, it's the same as the robbing functionality. But you are allowed to cancel the drop if you actually don't want to play it. I didn't show that, but you can. And so now when I click here, we're back down to 0 soldiers. But the soldier size, or the army size, has increased down here. And that is all I can do this turn.
Yep. turn and I'll roll 9. And I actually have enough materials to upgrade to a city. So again, city allows me to cancel the drop. Also, whenever I hover over anything I want to place, it shows the cost in the upper left-hand corner, upper right-hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that city, and so it increased my victory points by 1, and now I have 1 less city to place, and I got back the settlement that had been there. So it had been 3 and 4, but now it's 4 and 3, and so I will end my turn.
So obviously we saw that Sam, when he upgraded to a city, it showed up here and in the log. So I can build a road right now, or I can end my turn. I think I'll wait until I can build a city, so I'll hold on to that. But right now I'm going to send a message to Sam, saying, Sam, do you have any sheep? I'll spell his name right. When you send it, or when you hit enter or hit the send button, that'll go to the server, and then it should display here. And Sam can respond, even though it's not his turn. And as you can see, like, this showed up in my color. Sam's response should show up in his. And so this is the idea, is that you can set up trades and whatever here, or just harass each other.
Or heckle. That's another fun one to do. Because there is no private chatting. It's all public, open to everyone.
So since he isn't really willing to trade, I will finish my turn.
See, and I rolled a 3, which have been rolled an abnormally large number of times in this game. And I can't do anything, so I'll end my turn.
So I still can't do anything. Finish my turn.
And I rolled 6, which I like, because we get extra wheat. Still can't do anything. So I shall end my turn.
Now it's my turn. Hopefully I don't roll a 7. Okay, I rolled an 11, so now I will trade some wheat for sheep. And now I can build here. And that updates my points. And I guess I'll build a road as well. And finish my turn.
So I rolled a 7. And luckily, I don't have to discard, because, yeah. Dang. Well, I got nothing good, so I'm gonna finish my turn.
Okay, so we'll roll the 4, which I don't know if that's useful at all. Don't think so.
Just the robber.
Yeah, that's why. Can't do anything. Finish my turn.
So I'm rolling. I get 11, which I can't really use. And since I have a ton of wheat, I think I might actually do a maritime trade to get a wood. Strangely enough. So I can place a road. Place it there and finish my turn.
Okay. Roll. 6. Still can't do anything.
If I rolled a 10, I'd be so happy. But alas, I could not. And I finish my turn.
With the robber. Nobody has to discard. So we'll place him here, I suppose. And as you can see down here, there's no cancel option. Steal from Squall. And finish my turn.
I'll roll. I rolled 6, which is nice. Oh! Exceedingly nice. I will do a maritime trade. Get more. And then I can trade to a city. Boom. 4 points. And also the points display in the lower left hand corner. And I finish my turn.
Alright, roll the 2. And I can trade them for brick. Trade. The server does slow down a bit over time. So, and we haven't worked that out yet, so the response is a little bit slower over time. Now I will place this road here, which then gives me the longest road because it's the first road, length 5. So I get 2 extra points for that, and the award down in the bottom. And with that, I will finish my turn.
Okay, so now I get to go. And I rolled 10, and so I just have tons of sheep. And I will actually do some trading. Trade. Finish my turn.
Well, hello. Good. So now I can build 6. I can do several things actually. I could buy a card, or I could build a house, or I could build a road. So Building a house will give me an instant point, so I'll try that. But turns out I don't think I can actually play it anywhere, so I'll cancel the drop. And instead, I will build a road. Here. And then I will buy a card. And see what that gives me. So this gave me a victory point card, which is the monument card, and we can play those immediately. So I'll do that, and then it just gives me a free point. And once that goes through, I will finish my turn. And
but I'm a winner!
Sam just won the game. Any second now, mine should pop up with loser.
Aww.
But as you can see, it shows Sam won and I lost. And so we click on this OK button and it'll redirect to Game Hub, where we could potentially play another game, but we're not going to.
She's correct. And that is pretty much
the game. So.